Okay, what is up, gun enthusiast? Brent Epperson. Gonna do the video here on carrying appendix, drawing, and reholstering from the appendix position. One of the biggest misconceptions and one of the funniest things that I see every day is that only dummies carry appendix. You shouldn't do it. If you want to, keep your manhood intact, then don't carry appendix and all this other crap. To me, that's just mostly people who don't have any experience, people who are uneducated, or people who don't even carry firearms or have never even tried to carry a firearm in the appendix position. There are tons of people that I know and respect and follow, guys like Sean Ryan, Travis Kennedy, Mike Glover, all ex-Special Forces, Navy SEALs, Green Berets that carry in the appendix position, and they do so for a multitude of reasons, and they do so safely. What are the pluses to carrying in the appendix position? Well, this gun is unloaded. We're going to be using the Hellcat and my Tactical Justice holster for the video. Well, one of the main things is it's in the front of your body, so you have access to the pistol quicker. It's right here. It's quicker than having to go to 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock. You're in more control, right? You may be pumping gas and printing a little bit, and someone may come up behind you and try and take your gun from 3 or 4 o'clock position. A lot harder to do that from the appendix position. I think it conceals a lot better. It's fast, it's easy to get to, and I am in more control of my pistol and what goes on with my pistol when it's here in the front. I'm in more control. And that's why, those reasons right there are why I like it and why I do it. So, obviously, the number one thing when you're carrying a pistol, when you're shooting a pistol, when you're drawing a pistol, reholstering a pistol is, number one, always act like the gun is loaded, and number two, obviously keep your finger off the trigger until you've acquired your target and you're ready to shoot. Right? If you can do those two things when carrying a gun, when drawing a gun, when reholstering a gun, chances are that you're not going to shoot your wing off, right? I mean, it's common sense. To me, appendix carry is easy, it's convenient, and if you follow the safety rules and you're not an idiot, then you shouldn't have any issues, right? It's people who are breaking the rules, people who, have their finger in the trigger, or are people who, are being lazy and not paying attention and just putting it in there, and maybe they get their shirt, caught in the trigger guard or something, and when they go to reholster, it pulls the trigger back. I saw a video years ago on YouTube of a guy doing that in a G-code holster, and it was just negligence. He wasn't paying attention, he was being lazy, and when you break simple rules with a firearm, doesn't matter where you carry it, you can shoot yourself. So it's just all about not being an idiot. So I'm going to turn off the camera, set up a little bit different video here, and then I will show you, how I draw, from appendix, and then a couple different ways that I have used in the past to obviously reholster the pistol. And again, these are just things that I have learned, things that, work for me over the years. They may not necessarily be something that you want to do or your idea of what is tactical or whatever, but for me, they're things that work, and they ensure that my pistol goes back safely in my holster. So let me get to that right now. Okay, and here's the portion of the video where I'm going to get into drawing and reholstering from the appendix position. One of the big misconceptions, and the reason some people don't like appendix carry, is because they say that it's dangerous and you can shoot your wing off or shoot your artery or whatever. All that stuff's true. You can shoot yourself anywhere that you have a holster on your body. If you're, stupid, you're not paying attention, and you're not following, the rules, the safety rules of carrying a firearm. So that can happen anywhere, anytime, any place, no matter, what holster, no matter where you have it on your body. It's all about, being smart. It's all about, training. If you're not going to train drawing from appendix when you're training or dry firing, then don't try and carry from that position when you're carrying a gun out and about. It's just common sense, right? If you're used to back here, don't switch here without training that method, right? You have to understand, where the pistol's out in your body, how to draw, how to safely reholster the pistol from that certain position. So this is where I like to carry is Appendix. Obviously, when you're carrying Appendix, the first thing you have to do to get access to the firearm is you have to, get and remove your garment. You got to get your garment up, right? So grab your shirt, your jacket, whatever it may be, get it up, and then you have to get a good firm grip on the pistol. Always remember to keep your finger on the outside. I have an ulti clip here. I always make sure that I have it rested against that ulti clip, because then I know when I pull it out, my finger is right where it needs to be. It's not anywhere inside the trigger guard in the danger zone, right? Then I come up, I establish my grip. Then as soon as I'm done, same thing back. And everything's got to be deliberate. With your training, everything has to be deliberate. You have to train how you're going to do it, and that way you know where the holster is going to be, how to draw, how to reholster. Because if you don't do it, you're not going to know, and that's how accidents happen. So you have to, again, pull your garment up, look down, get that gun in the holster, reholster safely, and then you're in. If that makes you a little bit uncomfortable because you don't trust yourself looking down to make sure that you're getting the gun in the holster, there's another method that you can do that works just as well. It'll give you it's an extra step, an extra peace of mind, but it doesn't look as tactical in doing that. So you draw the pistol, right? You do your thing, you come out, and now when you grab your garment, remember we're not putting that muzzle anywhere near our body. You pull your shirt up, you tuck it underneath your chin, so now you have your hand free. And what you'll do is you can take your thumb behind the holster, push the entire holster out away from your body so you can see, reholster, and then release. Doesn't look as tactical. Some people may not like it. Some people may think it looks dumb. Some people may say it's dumb, but it works. I've never had any issues doing drawing or reholstering my pistol in Appendix position with either of these methods. If you're just not comfortable, with one hand going down, try that. Try tucking it underneath your chin, grabbing the holster, pushing it out away from your body, reholstering, and then you're good. May work for you, may not. It's just something to consider, something to think about if, you feel like you don't trust yourself or that, you're not comfortable doing it. Again, I understand it doesn't look fucking tactical. I get it. But it does work. It is effective. It can give you peace of mind, and it can help you safely reholster the pistol if it's something that you're worried about. So again, as with all my videos, I'm not saying that I know more than anybody else. I'm not saying that I've had more training than anybody else. I'm not saying, that I've served in the military or anything like that. I haven't. I'm just an average civilian that, likes and carries firearms. And so I do a lot of research. I do a lot of training. I listen to people who have done a lot more than me, people who, have served, people who have, trained tens of thousands of people, and listen to their expertise. And that's how I gather, my view of firearms, of holsters, of gear, of equipment, of where to carry. And, I always suggest that people do the same thing. Don't always just take my word or take somebody else's word for it. Go out and try the things yourself. Try the different pistols, try the different holsters, try the carry methods. Get yourself some training, do a lot of research, and then you'll come up with what is the best answer or the best way or the best gun or the best holster or whatever for you. So, again, I don't know more than anybody else. I know there's a lot of people that, in the gun community that like to talk shit. And there's a lot of people who have trained less than I do or know less than I do that talk shit, and that's okay. There's a lot of people that, have trained more than I have or served in the military or whatever that talk shit. Totally get it, totally understand. And there are a lot of people who have trained and, been in the military who offer up advice and are, you know, encouraging, because they like to see people, you know, exercising their Second Amendment rights, and they like to see people, you know, caring, and they like the intrigue, and they like to help out. And so, you know, I'm just one of those people that's like that. Like I'm here to, you know, if there's something I can do or say or help out or show you or give you advice on, or, you know, something I can review for you that will help you make a decision or help better educate yourself, then, you know, that's obviously what I'm here for. I'm not here to be, you know, a cocky prick or anything like that, because like I said, there's a lot of people out there that have done more than me, that know more than me, and I'm not ever going to act like, you know, I'm something that I'm not. Like, I definitely stay in my own lane, and I try to do that with my videos. So I hope, you know, you appreciate that, and I hope, you know, this was helpful to you. And if there's any, you know, questions that you have on any of this stuff that maybe I can answer for you, please leave it in the comment section below. You can give the video a thumbs up if you want, thumbs down if you want, that's fine as well. Subscribe to the channel, share the video, and until next time, I'm out of here.